So as you can see,
I can smell it.
the two lines on the left are the original two lines, which is where the two lines went through the cutting.
Okay.
To this side of the later lines that go to Northampton. And you can see in these... Yeah. As you can see, when we were children, there was no vegetation on the cutting at all. The kids all sat up here watching the trains, doing no harm to anybody, but now it's all overgrown, as you can see. So leaves on the line could be a problem. There is talk, if they allow the rail freight terminal to go in at junction 15, which is ongoing at the minute, they're going to build a bypass of road. It's going to come across between the aqueduct, which is the Green Bridge, and this bridge. So there'll be another A58 will come across here and go across to Stoke Bruin and come out on the Stoke Bruin turn somewhere over there. So that's, if the rail freight goes ahead and we give the okay for it, that's what they're going to do, build us a bypass, but watch this space. Build the rail freight and say, sorry, we've gone bust or the money's run out.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. But, and that green structure is the aqueduct where the water was brought across from the fields into a storage area just over here. And we'll see that as we go further up. And as you can see, these two lines are gradually dropping down lower. So you'll see it on the other bridge when we go up there. And that's where it collapsed between that next bridge and where the mast is there, where the whole lot collapsed in. And you can see there, you can't see that bridge, but that's the lot. That's the two lines absolutely covered. There's the other lines going through to Roade. That's the aqueduct for it when it was refurbished. They painted it and did it all up. And the first trains, open cabs. That's not the right sort of train for this line, but open cabs. Gradually they improved a little bit, but then it was still open cabs and all weather, so not very pleasant. But it's completely different now.
So I take it then to right hand will go into Northampton?
They go to Northampton, yes.
And the other two?
Yeah, they go. The old. They call that the old line that goes to Blisworth, Weedon, Budbrook, Hayford, Welton, Hillmore, and then these two were put in to go to Northampton.
Is it these lines for Northampton that actually drop?
They drop down, yes.
Or is it the
Yeah.
other lines that are actually rising?
They start rising, the Northampton line goes down.
Okay.
They have to dig a lot deeper into the cutting up there, where you'll see where the girders are to get to go down. There was a signal box over the track, which I think is on one of these pictures.
So,
yes, there, just there. There's the aqueduct. There. So it's taken from this bridge from just over there probably, and the signalman there, when a train came up, plodding up the bank, especially a freight train, the smoke went through his floorboards. absolutely horrendous. And to get to it, of course, was a long walk. It was a long way from the village, so we had to traipse either along this bank here, on top of this bank to get there, along this wall there to get into it. Then there was a bridge across there, sort of thing, which you can't really see from that. But it must have been cut. It upset lots of springs as well when they built it. But there's no problem there. It was the hygiene and the sanitation and the sewage were a problem. They needed well feeding to work, of course. They weren't well fed. Because when the men got here, they realised that over there was Terry Wood's estate of Courtnall, and you got deer, pheasants, partridge. They were poaching, of course, and having a nice feed. So the railway spent money keeping the buggers in, and Sarah spent money keeping the That's right, yeah. It's got special status. And it speaks SS on, it's a triple SS on.
Because that's what I don't think I've seen.
That's unusual.
It's just coming off the bridge.
Graham, you walked across the aqueduct?
No.
You ever did it?
No.
Then you did it. It's a marvel to survive, really, after all sorts of different things going on. It has water in it regularly, yes. You get it everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's folded up, yeah.
You go to the storage area just over there, near the reservoir at Courtnall. When it gets full, it goes past the village hall, then overflows past the village hall and out to the River Toad near Ashton.
Yeah, I
Goes
live
under the village and under the factory site, out to that place sort of thing.
back to Roade, so.
The next one, that's where we are now. We're looking over there. Look, there's the bird cage. Yep. So we're looking at. So look at this. You see, completely clear. That was the thing on that side because the leaves on the track, I suppose. Yeah, that was. Doesn't say when it was, but it's 1930s, I would think.
where's the position of that show total?
That's taken from the next bridge, the first one we were on.
So the signal box is just down there.
Signal box was between the aqueduct was behind it, so it was in front of the aqueduct. Yeah, we were up on that bridge now, so the aqueduct was first, then cinder box. So there's the two lines going to Northampton this way on the right. They're dropping down. This one, as you can see, is going very sharply uphill and round to Blisworth and Weedon and to Rugby. And after the landslip in 1890 something, they put the walls in, built the walls in, put the girders in, which we always called the bird cage. And when they electrified the line, they had to hire those beams by about 6 inches, I think. So every beam had to be altered and hired 6 inches to get the wires underneath. So it did survive that, which we thought might not happen. But how many bricks are in the walls at the side? Think of building those walls. Why it took so long. You can see why it took so long. And in that picture you can see, this is exactly the picture where we are. There's the bird cage. No trees. No trees outside, which is just amazing. And there's the, just around the corner, there's that bridge there, on that corner there where it collapsed. So there's the... So you can see why it took such a long while to do, to keep the cutting back so it didn't collapse again. The work involved was enormous, because it was really, on this side, it was just bare rock. Just no walls at all, just bare rock. And that's possibly this bridge, I would think. I think it's probably taken them down there, so that's probably from over there looking across towards this bridge, so it's that side and that side. I think I started digging it out. I gave a wheelbarrow, a shovel, a pick, and said, OK chaps, start digging. Just think of that. Then I had to move the stuff out that way to Blisworth on the embankment over the old A43, and they took it that way to Ashton to build the big embankment above Ashton Village. So there wasn't a big problem getting rid of the stuff, but an awful lot of stuff to dig out. Absolute nightmare. They had a horse and cart pod, a horse and a cart to start with, and then gradually when the track got in, they moved it with a patch horse and pulling the wagons out, so they got the steam engines in. So the first steam engines were in here in June 1838, and the first passenger train went through in September 1838.
So did they have any sort of not mechanised, big...
Not really, no. Dynamite,
And that's
shovel, pick, wheelbarrow, perhaps horses to move the stuff out.
no
But
pulley system.
no, well they may have used something like a block and tackle perhaps.
Yeah.
They used to run up the side of the bank with a wheelbarrow on a plank, and the man at the top pulling it up on a rope. So the man pushed it up to the back, and then he ran up the side like that to the top. And he went over the side. Start again, yeah.
Mechanisation,
That's it, mechanisation, that's right, yeah. So
This might be a silly question. Why did they dig down? Why couldn't they put the train?
too high.
Couldn't they have gone up gradually?
No, it did take an awful long while, yeah. See, when they built the line, they couldn't go to Northampton because they could get the trains to Northampton okay, down to Northampton is great. But they couldn't get them back again. They couldn't get out again. They couldn't go up to Rugby, up the hill, and they couldn't get back to the road because it was so steep. So any slight gradient in those days, the trains couldn't do. They'd got to be fairly flat. So that's why when they built the Northampton line in 1890, there was stronger trains and they got more power, so they could get in and out of So
When you're on the train, you don't get a sense of going through there, do you?
So Winston Hayward came over with his men and his guns and that. He was over here somewhere, costing the surveyors. And that's when he said, well, you should build a tunnel. Don't want to cut in. And that bridge is on the Courtenay-Blisworth Road. And if you get out the car and look over there, it's quite high. It really is high. Yeah. And I remember a man jumping off that and committing suicide. He jumped over the edge. He was a estate agent in Northampton, and he jumped off that and committed suicide. It's a real high height, that is.
Which one is this?
That one, the Courtenay Bridge, yeah. We call it Black
Mine,
Bridge.
don't stand here.